what do you think is the Christian take, or the biblical or Christian, whatever word you want to use, approach to estrogen
Um,
as a thing?
I honestly don't know. I've thought about it because it is a stress hormone, right? And I think it would have been present before the fall, but in the right proportion. It wouldn't have had its proliferative effect that it has now in causing like so many issues that it does.
No.
So I think maybe because of the fall, it starts to wreak havoc. Um, yeah.
Um, do you think that excess estrogen drives much of the traumas, the conflicts, the aggression, or is it
Yes.
not the main culprit of in terms of chemical, excess that people are experiencing?
I really think it does. I mean, there's multiple things that are driving it, but I've read some studies on basically estrogen's masculinizing effect on women that it has, and this is especially seen with the birth control pill. So it does cause women to be more aggressive. For men, I think it has a slightly different effect. But I still think having that, I think stress more than anything will um, make you more combative.
Yeah. So all of those hormones, again, we can't stress this enough, in my opinion. I want folks to understand that there's always going to be conflict. There's always going to be people who, if you work in a job, they're going to want to have a rivalry with you, or, they're going to have competing desires and wanting to, think that they don't like your personality type. But a lot of these things can really be brought under a lot more control when you start taking into account the role that these endocrine system plays in how you receive insults, your your tolerance for insults, your or whatever it is, arguing, aggression, whatever. These things can be regulated when we have mastery over these different chemical signals in our body. And that I think, is not a separate topic from Christianity and spiritual discipline. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. And I think there's nothing wrong with using this knowledge that we have to actually impact our behavior. It's not anti-Christian, if that makes sense.
it's fulfilling Christianity, right? Because how
Yeah.
can you sit there and say, I'm going to pray for you because
Yes.
you have this horrible conflict going on, but you're not equipping your sheep and your church with the tools that, oh, actually, you and your spouse could get along better if you fix your estrogen problems or this thing or that thing, and here's how you do it.
Yeah.
And all of
Or
a sudden, you don't think of it as, oh, it's just this person that's just so toxic or this trauma from some childhood event that's so insurmountable. Now you realize actually it was chemicals making me feel those way, right?
and if
It's a filter.
Yeah, and if you think about autism as a good case study for how it affects behavior, I think that can help you kind of conceptualize the change that hormones can make in that,
Oh, what estrogen in particular, or just all various things?
especially elevated serotonin,
Yeah.
which is something you see. Yeah, it really changes your behavior significantly. And that doesn't mean that someone with autism can't change their behavior through Christianity. I've seen it happen. I've seen like a lovingness come from that, but it makes it much more difficult.
Have you seen that show with that girl that has the Tourette's and she's always yelling and calling people bald and stuff? Have you seen it
I
on
haven't.
Netflix or something? That um, she was on TikTok before that, but she's always uh, shouting out expletives at people. I wonder what that has to do. I wonder what Ray Peat would. He would probably put her on the carrot salad. You know?
Imagine you would put her on progesterone. That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.